Today here on Off the Field, I'm standing here with Conrad Hussey, St. Thomas Aquinas alumni right here, and also you play safety for Florida State Seminoles. I mean, obviously you're out here supporting Jerry Jeudy for his youth football camp. What do you think about it so far? This is his second camp that he's put out for the community.
So far, after me and my homeboy coming here, we see people getting took deep and just having a good time, and I just see the great environment and everybody getting along. So it's really just a great point of view from my look, because this inspired me to make my own camp. And me and my homeboy, we're gonna start one next year. So that just inspired us to do our own thing and just inspire the youth as well, just like how Jerry Jeudy doing.
Yeah, talk about him as a player though. What do you like about him as a player?
The grit, the humility, and whenever somebody talks down on him, he likes to prove them wrong. He's gonna work at it to prove the haters wrong. He's gonna show everybody his strength. You feel me?
Yeah.
So he just shows how great of an athlete he is as a whole and as a player and a man. So that's why.
I mean, that's real right there, you know. Now, South Florida, we were having this conversation earlier with your friend, with Edwin. Now, what state do you think produces the best athletes?
Man, not even state, park, South Florida.
Okay.
South Florida especially.
South Florida. So we're talking Broward,
Dade, Miami, the whole 9 yards.
Palm Beach.
Everything.
Okay.
Because, unless you get that.
Well, I mean, why do you think that is?
Because I just feel like we play with a different type of intensity. Because we play everything fast and it's always competitive. Like he said, we don't want to lose no reps. So it's going to be pride within that rep. And if we lose, we're going to be like running back again until we get this right. Because you just beat me, but now you can help me fix my mistake that you beat me on. So now if it was a mishand placement or it was a misstep, now we can critique certain things so I can move better on for the next rep. So that's, as South Florida players, we help each other with that because we compete all day long.
Right. And I mean, what was it like for you at St. Thomas? Because that's one of like the top performing schools down here.
Yes, ma'am.
You got a lot of NFL stars and Hall of Famers who came from that school.
Yes, ma'am. So practicing and playing at St. Thomas, it really allowed me to grow as a man as a whole, because I feel like if I would have went to any other school, they wouldn't have prepared me as much as St. Thomas did for college. Because as you know, it is a college preparatory school. So the conditioning, the weight room, the workouts, it's the whole 9 yards really preparing you for college.
Right. That's so true. Now, your transition into, college at FSU, what was that like? How has that been for you?
It was a little bumpy at first, but as my teammates helped me get along the way, such as my homeboy Edwin, because we were roommates, so we helped each other along the way, just feeding off each other's energy, just trying to help each other grow as people. So the transition got a little bit easier, and it was again smoother along the way.
FSU was a great school. What do you like about the school so much of the football program?
Well, FSU been my dream school all my life, so it's a big part of me and my family. So FSU runs deep in my family. So besides the
one of the kids.
Yeah. So with that, FSU it holds a special place in my heart with this culture. And then off again there, Coach Novell, he welcomed me, Edwin, and all my homeboys there with love and showed us how to be a man, how to be a family man, and just show you it's not just football. So FSU, Seminoles is more than just football. It's really a culture and a brotherhood. Right.
Who are some of the former FSU players that you kind of looked up to?
Akeem Dent, Jerry Jones, Ronaldo Green. Who else? I'll say those were the main people, but like we got this one receiver name. His name is Eagle Man.
Okay.
Number 14. He like 6'7" giant. He plays for the Eagles right now as we speak.
Okay.
He was one of them Jordan Travis and QB. He's a great role model as a leader. He comes and checks us with us in pregame. He makes sure everybody's mentally okay. He gives us a little dap up look from his eye to make sure we all locked in. So it's all that good stuff. You can. It's just the culture around it.
Man, that sounds like that South Florida culture, right? You just can't get enough of it. Like, it just makes you more hungry and more hungry. Now, I mean, as far as football training, obviously we're in the preseason. There's a lot of that going on. But in addition to that, media training is also important for youth athletes. That's what Off the Field has been producing this season. What are your thoughts on that? Why do you think it's important to incorporate that?
Well, with media training, I feel like it comes along as you're doing it as well. But media training, if you can get it now, I recommend it because it can help you prepare for certain questions that you didn't know how to answer before. And now you can already be prepared to answer, because, sometimes media people can like twist up questions and make you put you in a weird spot. And then they can make you seem like you're being selfish when that's not really what the question sounded like.
Right.
So just getting that type of preparedness and that overlook on certain things in that view, it can really prepare a lot of kids coming up.
Right. That's so true. I mean, yeah, because you have a lot of formal journalists, sports journalists, who basically will ask a question and it catches you off guard, you know, and then it kind of changes the narrative when they edit it and stuff like that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what a lot of players like yourself, I mean, a lot of athletes in general, that's what they dislike, you know? And that's part of why they shy away from the media, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we're definitely going to be changing, and why not start it then, you know, down here in South Florida where all of the creme de la creme athletes are out, you know, down here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you know, Conrad, I mean, I'm really thankful that you joined me on Off the Field to talk about this, because I think it's really important for the younger generation to see athletes like yourself. You know, they look up to FSU football players and stuff like that. They want to get an offer like Lil Rod did, you know, at 11 years old.
6 touchdowns. He went crazy. He deserved it. That's well deserved. Because he was on a high platform. He was in a high area where everybody watching him, all eyes on him, and he showed up and showed out. Yeah. So that's a well deserved offer in my eyes.
Right. And I mean, what do you think about, you know, being at 11 years old and you get that offer, you know, from a D1 college, one of the top colleges in the country? You know, what do you think about that? Like,
hunger.
Yeah.
I'm being more hungry. That just motivated me to go even harder, because now imagine all the offers I can pull before I even get to high school. Now I already have coaches already looking at me in Little League. So that's already setting up his future for greatness. And off of that offer, now other coaches are going to look at like, well, what's so special about this 11-year-old? Let me look into his film early. So now they can already start watching, already having years over him. And then as he get into high school, you feel me, he prepare as he goes on and stuff like that.
Any advice to give to Lil Rod? Because he's going to see this. He's going to be like, wow.
Lil Rod, brother, I like to say is keep going and keep doing what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. Just don't shy away from it. Always take your moment and never shy away from your moment.
Wow. Well, you heard it right here live in the flesh from Conrad. I mean, it's awesome that, you know, you shared this message with Lil Rod, because he's going to take it to heart. So I appreciate you for joining me on Off the Field. Obviously, out here supporting Jerry Jeudy is just as important. That's why we're out here today. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you on the field this weekend.
Yeah, thank you.